Rajshekar, the pending apology, Rajshekar.
Jan 22nd, 2011. I woke up determined that today, no matter what, I'll take bath. No. I woke up determined that today, no matter what, I'll apologize to my sister. It's been a long pending apology. It's been 8 years. I had enough. Madam Contessia, fellow Toastmasters, friends, and everyone. I called her to Mekti Himayat Nagar so that we can have the setting in place. So I started off from Madhapur. As I drove my bike, memories took me back to that fateful incident, that fateful day, where everything between us has gone wrong, forever, for worse. It was May 14th, one day before my dad's birthday in 2003. My friend Praveen and I were coming back from college bus. At the end of the street, a local bike mechanic stops us and says, "Hey dude, I have to tell you something about your sister, huh?" Before I tell you what he told about my sister, let me tell you what my sister is like. My sister's name is Kusuma Priya. She is amazingly beautiful. Close your mouth, she's married now. She's amazing, she's talented, very friendly. She is a prankster, she understands everyone, she's a friend of everyone, and whatnot. She's bad at studies, just like me. We were a perfect match. I used to love her. I remember one incident where we both went to a railway station. She parked the scooty and one guy came for a parking ticket. He gave the ticket, she looked at him and very casually said, "Did you guys are taking ticket from police also?" That guy ran away. And one more time, we were just overtaking a RTC bus and then she was doing like this. What happened? That guy is an idiot, driving carelessly. She is quite a character, you know. And I loved her like anything. Coming back to what bike mechanic said. He said, "Dude, I feel your sister is having an affair with someone. Every morning before boarding a college bus, she is having a chat with one guy who comes every day for 15 minutes. I looked at my friend. My friend looked at me and said, "You are her brother. You have to take things in control." And remember always, a brother is like a bird's feather. Job is to protect. Though I did not like the code, I liked the idea. To protect. So we both went to our place. As soon as we went there, we saw my parents and sister having a chat. I threw my bag, walked up to her, slapped her, and I explained my situation to the parents. I slapped her again, abused her, called names. After 15 minutes of storm, she was lying there on the ground, crying uncontrollably. My mother was trying to console her, and my dad was shouting at me, "What are you doing? Are you in senses?" And there, my friend was standing looking at me to be proud friend of a person who is protecting her sister. That was a mistake. I humiliated her in front of some unknown stranger, in front of her parents, and all she did was lying there crying uncontrollably. That was a mistake. What was the mistake? My sister asked. By that time I was already in Mekti, Himayat Nagar. She said, what's wrong with you? Why are you thinking all this? What are you thinking? Huh? Why you are so unlike you? Well, eat a burger. And then she went back to her phone conversation. I allowed her to continue her phone conversation, and I remember what happened after that incident. After that incident which happened, the things became even more worse. I became a moral police. I started following her. I started controlling her. I used to sneak through doors in the midnight so that to find out whether she's talking with someone. And once when I found out, I took her mobile from her hand and broke it in the middle of the night. But the mobile did not break, it was Nokia 1111. But one thing was surely breaking, our relationship. From a high point where we used to share emotion, it came to a low point where we were just sharing information. It was day by day degrading. And in 2010, she got married, Satish. And after the marriage, it was time to say goodbye to everyone. She was saying goodbye to relatives. I was just standing 10 feet away from her. She said goodbye to all the relatives. She came to my mom. She hugged her and she started crying. I was standing there. I thought she'll call me also. She went to my dad, cried. She started looking around. And we looked at each other. I was already looking at her. She held the gaze for 1 minute. Neither did she call, nor I went. I looked elsewhere, and by the time I looked back, she just wiped her tears and went away. From that day onwards, every weekend, I was going to their place, trying to find an opportunity so that I can apologize to her. But that opportunity never came, because I did not create such opportunity. Every weekend I used to go there. It's 40 kilometers from Madhapur, Hayat Nagar they staying. Every weekend I used to go, but I never apologized to her. Last year in Jan, somewhere near the Pongal festival, one of my cousins, same age as mine, met with a terrible accident and died. I went to their place to console his parents, and they were all crying. His sister was crying. Last week I abused him for something I don't know. Now I am feeling sad because he's not amongst us. That hit me. On Jan 22nd, I woke up determined that no matter what happens, today I'll apologize to my sister. I called her to the Mekti. Just when she was about to leave, I held her hands and said, I'm sorry. I know I did not trust you at that point of time, and now I am trusting you, but can we somehow rework on our relationship, and can we be like we used to be before? She just let me be for a while. After some time she looked at me and said, that's okay. After you meet your friend, you come home for dinner today, okay? Don't worry, I'll not cook. You come. That day, I felt very happy. But 8 years I was like that. Because at that time, no one told me that the most important thing in a relationship is trust. I trusted someone else rather than trusting the person whom I'm involved with. So today I am telling to you all that in a relationship, trust is the most important thing.